guys, welcome back to my channel. Glad to see you all again. And before I start my video, and I wanted to let you know that I was going through my previous video, and just to see what I need to work upon, I got to know that I realized that I have been using the word so quite often, and I felt that it felt redundant to me. So again, I'll try to minimize the usage of that word. So let's start with the video. Hi guys. In this video, I'll try to cover up what today is Saturday. So I'll try to cover up what happened during the day, entire day. I woke up around 8 as usual, and then as we had planned, my family had planned that we had to visit to the nearby temple. Uh, it is not a normal, general practice like we have been practicing. So it was new for me to visit Monday, to visit temple, and there were some reasons. That's why my mother insisted to both of us, my brother and me, to visit the temple today. So we all four, my entire family, went there. And after that, as we had planned with my father to visit the hospital, because as you all know, I have been working from my home for the past couple of weeks, as I met an accident few weeks back when I was on my way to my relative's place in my maternal grandmother house. Uh, so yeah, uh, no, not so again. Uh, I got injured, so that's why I've been working from home for past couple of weeks. But as my parents insisted, and even I felt that I'm not yet completely fit to manage all these things, because in Gurgaon I will be all alone by myself, and I'll have to deal with all the chores by myself. So uh, I too was thinking that if I get a 1 week break, it will be good for me. Even though I feel that if for the same, I'll have to talk to my manager. And before I talk to my manager, I had a thought that to get my medical certificate be renewed for 1 more week. But to that, when me and my father visited the doctor, uh, it was a huge line today, honestly. The reason being that yesterday the doctor was on a leave, so all the cases of yesterday had been compiled with today. So there was a huge line. I had to wait for long hours over there. And in the meantime, I also was searching for the hydroponics, which I should have searched a few days back only, because it was on my to-do list. And within that time frame, pretty much got like I pretty much got a basic information about what hydroponic is. I'll be also explaining that, because that's my today's learning. So yeah, adding to that, the hospital thing, that medical thing, uh, and even adding to that, health as well. The current situation, as you know, it's July, and for this year, I don't know, due to some, yeah, not due to some strange reasons. We all know that climate change. There has been a significant change in the weather. It's raining heavily, and you will be surprised to know that in Delhi, it's like a flood kind of situation has happened. It's actually a flood has kind of struck in the East Delhi. So it's really flooded over there, and my parents were like a bit anxious about it. So they wanted me to just stay back from home, stay back in home only, and work from here. And but I think when we visited the hospital, we were when our chance come to meet the doctor, so he wasn't that open to to take my point that I should be working from home. He told me that you are now fit, and I think the reason was that generally in the government hospital, the thing happens is when you are preparing the medical certificate, they assume that you are taking the leaves. And for that, when I asked him to prepare medical certificate for me, he wasn't like he was reluctant to make. He was reluctant to prepare that for me. He told me that you are now medical fit. You should join your work. I told him that or I have already joined. I wasn't on leave for the past 2 weeks, which for the which the medic for which you have told me to take rest. I was working, and for the same and for this week as well, I will be working. I just need your permission to work from home. But unfortunately, he didn't. We tried. We made all our efforts. My father and I did our best, but he refused, and due to which I ended up wasting a lot of time over there. I can say that because he didn't did that. So I can say, yeah, ended up wasting a lot of time. Um, um, I came back home. We came back home around 2, did lunch. So, like, yeah, in the morning we went for the temple like around 10:30, right? And I came back around 2. So, till then, you can say, apart from the temple thing, there was no work done till 2. And after that, uh, I had to, as yesterday I made my to-do list. So in that, I had written a couple of things, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it, do most of them. And but I only was able to do one thing, that was to post LinkedIn, to make a post in LinkedIn. Uh, it was related to my hitchhiking journey, and I'll be sharing with you guys that as well. It was a real fascinating, like a memorable journey for me. So yeah, I did that. I'm glad that I at least mm, checked one of my to-do list thing of today's. Um, yeah, I did that thing. Then after that, in the evening, during the evening, filed GSTR as a normal practice. I had to do my father's GSTR, GST. I did that 3B. So yeah, I'm done with for this month. No work related to GST. And after that, me and my brother went to for in the evening we went out for like just like a weekend thing, weekend outing. Had some snacks over there, and and after a long time, I went to my like favorite confectionery shop. I have got just two confectionery shop nearby which I really like, uh, which I really like. So when they got some, had some pastries over there as well, and I brought some home as well for my parents. Yeah, it was they were nice. I don't really actually remember the name. One was chocolate fudge, and they really liked it, and the other one was something related to cappuccino. Uh, but yeah, they both were good. So this was pretty much my entire day, and I hope I'll cover up the remaining to do things tomorrow, and I'll have to. Otherwise, the Monday will, the weekday starts, and again the job office thing comes up. So we don't generally, not like it happens with everybody. You don't really get that much time to do your personal chores, right? And yeah, coming back to hydroponics thing. So hydroponics is really a great thing I got to know lately, and it's all about the way it's a modern way of growing crops, uh, and it's more technological based because and in hydroponics, what happens? First, let me tell you what hydroponics means. Hydroponics word is generally considered two words, hydro and ponics, and it has been derived from a Greek word. So hydro means water, we all know, and ponics is really means labor. So if we come to the literal meaning, it goes with working in work related to water. So why it is called why? When we are talking about the agriculture, why there is no involvement or no context of it is not any related to not in a context of soil, like it's all related to water. So let me give you like what it is all about. So in hydroponic, the way you grow crops is through the use of water only. There is no use of soil, and that water is a nutrient rich water which is directly provided to the roots of the plant. And as we all know that in general the plant need three things to survive. That is, one is sunlight, other one is water, and the third one is the nutrients. So it is not necessary that you need a soil. The plant is dependent on soil just because of the nutrient it gets. So if we are mixing those nutrients in the water only, then you don't need any soil. So it kinds of very effective way of growing crops. And people generally tend to have the hydroponic system in their homes, and it is generally uh, mainly has been accepted in the metropolitan cities where people don't have much don't have a space for a garden, or they are living in the apartments. So the hydroponic system has been arranged in a way that you can have it within a room. But yeah, you will need some sunlight for them, definitely. But it doesn't require much space. And the best part is you don't need any pesticides and so many other chemicals. So it's kind of organic. And I am saying it's kind of organic because while I was reading that article, it came to my notice that there has been several definitions for organic. So sometimes a few of the organizations say if you are not using the soil, you can't completely say it organic, and some are saying that um, growing crops without soil is completely fine. So there are different schools of thoughts for it. So we won't go much deeper into it, but yeah, it's kind of basically you don't need much of the pesticides, chemical thing. It's no chemical produced. But it's as I was going through the article, the only mainly in hydroponics, the pros are more than the cons. The main cons is that it's more of an expensive investment, because you need to have that entire structure for that thing, because you don't need soil. Then you need to prepare a setup where the water can be easily transmitted to the roots of the plants. And there is a how it works is that there is a intricate system of pipes and all. And not actually pipe, there's a big canal kind of thing, you can say a miniature canal, in which the plants are grown. Their roots are over there, and in those canals there is a continuous flow of that nutrient rich water, which is pumped by an air pump. So yeah, that's why it's in install it's setting up cost is heavier, because you need a reservoir. Tank reservoir is also over there, which has that where you get that water. And there's a pump, and electricity is used. So more involvement of technology is over there. But yeah, in the long run, it's cost effective, I can say. You get a good quality products, food products. So it's kind of a modern approach of growing crops. And I feel that in the coming future, people are going to rely more into it, because as with the years passing, we can say that the demand is increasing and the supply is very low of the good quality food products. And we have been seeing the cases where a lots of chemical has been are being used on the agricultural produce. So just to overcome with it, I believe the people who are affluent enough, who can manage to invest that money, are definitely going to switch to that part of growing crops. And as it is more based on the technology, so you don't have to keep like don't need a continuous supervision into it. Just for the initial phases, once you get a hang of what we say, once you get a like hang, no, not hang, once you get the more habit of it, then yeah, with the passage of time, you won't be spending much time in it. It's more of a automatic thing, autopilot thing. It will work on its own, unlike the conventional agriculture we do. So it was a brief about what hydroponics is, where the word has been derived, what it is all about. So this was all about, and I hope I have used the word so uh, not much this time. The usage must have been reduced to a significant must have been reduced by significant times this time. I can feel that I voluntarily didn't try to use that word, and that's how we will be growing, we will be learning. I'll be learning by just looking at my YouTube videos how I'm doing, and I hope you get some, you are also getting some knowledge, some I might be helping you in getting some, adding some knowledge to you guys as well. So thank you for watching. Have a good day, or good night, whatever time you're watching, and thank you for visiting my channel again and again and supporting. Have a have a good day. Take care. Until next time. Okay, bye.